My name is Reverend Bree Bella Cabot, and I'm here with my fantastically fabulous witch sister, Reverend Jackie Civitarese. And we are doing the first ever live Beltane Facebook ritual. Yay! So obviously, in everything that's going on right now, we cannot physically be together, which we know is sad, but we can always be together in spirit. And that is why we are doing this tonight. So just a few things to let you know. The ritual that we'll be using tonight was posted out there for you. And we'll post it again in comments later after this goes. Obviously, Jackie and I are in two completely different places. She has her version of her altar. I have my version of my altar. One thing to let you know is as I have the altar facing the camera so that you can see it, however, our directions are in different places. So we will be casting correctly starting in the north, and we will be calling in our porters and releasing our porters correctly in the north. So I think that is all that I have. I'm going to turn it over to Reverend Jackie.
Thank you, Brina. I'm so excited for this because we did miss our O-Star ritual together, and that was heartbreaking. We all know the reasons why, but the opportunity that we have now to be together and with all the greater of you, Cabot or not Cabot, witch or not witch, but certainly to be with my Cabot sister, Brina, doing this ritual together, being with her in a sense all day long. And the day after her birthday, no less,
Thank you.
has been very exciting to me. It brings me a lot of joy and does have a sense of normalcy to it, even if it's a new normal. In a few moments, what we're going to do is I'm going to give a bit of a sermon. This sermon, I would like you to use it as an opportunity to settle yourself and get yourself grounded and ready for ritual. Unlike some of the meditations that we have been posting on our, CKHT Facebook page, we want you to remain with your eyes open, but get into a meditative or relaxed state and really take in some of the aspects that we're doing, but with your eyes open. There's no need to close your eyes for that. A lot of times, people like to have open hands to bring in the energy. Also, to it's opening your heart, it's opening your energy centers to bring in the light of the gods and goddess, to bring in the energy that is Beltane. So we welcome you to do that even in your own home. And if you don't wish to, that's okay. So one thing is that my bell is up there, and I'm going to reach for it. Pardon me.
Jackie, just one quick thing. I just want to let everyone know that's watching. I can see that there are comments coming in, and I'm sure Reverend Jackie can see it also. But because of the distance that we have to have our camera away from where we are so that you can see everything, we cannot see what those comments are. After this is over, I will go back in and take a look, and if anything is needed, a comment, I will respond to you. But just to let you know that we do see them coming in, but we can't actually see what they are because of the distance. So we're just going to continue with the ritual, and then afterwards, I will go in and comment on anything that needs a comment or an answer.
And we do have a very large Cabot tradition and Cabot community. So if any second degrees or initiated Cabots want to chime in and help out anyone that has more serious questions, feel free to. This is all of us here. So I'm going to begin with a sermon, and then I'm going to ring the bell, and then we're going to begin. So take this time to breathe deeply in and out. We want to ground and neutralize any and all incorrect energies. And I'm asking you to bring up a good memory of May, a good memory of Beltane, a good memory of spring. Draw to your mind's eye a moment where you did feel that frenzy, that folly, that wonderful time that is spring, the wonderful time that is high spring, which is what Beltane is. If you hold on to that thought and hold on to that time, it will really take place in all of your magic. Beltane is a high Sabbath. It's directly across Samhain, Halloween, to most people. And in this high time, the veil is also thin, but makes way to the fairies. It makes way to the other worlds in a way that opens up and enlightens our world to the other forces, the other unseen forces. We want to welcome in the fairies into this magic, and we want to welcome in all that is correct and harmonious for our magic. For our ritual, we'll be drawing in the goddess Ane. She's a beautiful goddess. She's one of the Tuatha De Danann. She's a fairy queen in her own right, and we'll be bringing her in. For our god, you'll be hearing the namesake of Beltane, Bel or Belanos. His solar fire energy is a purifier and a great release of all that is wanted in the past year. The May Queen and the May King will also be drawn in, for that is what the season really holds the power, the union of the two. Their union is a creative force, a force of fertility, a force of creativity, and I want you to try to think about that in your own life. What do you want to drive into your own life that is something that is fresh and new for this year? What do you want to bring forth that takes union of mind and will, of effort and power? Again, breathe in deep. Feel the surge of the season. We shall begin. I cast this circle to protect us from all negative and positive energies and forces that may come to do us harm. I draw into this blade the fire of Belanos to protect and purify this sacred space. This circle is now cast. So mote it be.
So mote it be. I call to North, the element of earth. We welcome you to the circle, and we ask that you bring your stability. Welcome.
Welcome.
To the east, element of fire. We ask that you join us into the circle tonight, and that you show us the lightened path that we need. Welcome.
Welcome.
To the south, element of air. We welcome you to the circle tonight, and we ask that you bring your inspiration. Welcome.
Welcome.
And to the west, element of water. We welcome you to the circle tonight, and we ask that you wash over to us and cleanse us. Welcome.
Welcome.
And the great, mighty Spirit, we welcome you to the circle and ask that you always show us the way. Welcome.
Welcome. This is Tara, sacred land of sovereignty that resides in the here and now. This is Avalon, the land of our ancestors, where we will all reside in due time. I am sovereign in this space. We
are sovereign in this space.
I anoint this candles with the energy of the goddess Ane. I strike this candle with the energy and the flame and the light of the goddess Ane. Encourage us with sovereign self to reclaim our divine birthright and to shine with our true magnificence. We are forever in your service.
I anoint this candle in the name of the goddess Beltane. I strike this candle with the light of the god Beltane, namesake of this ritual, this Sabbath. We ask that you walk into our circle and help us celebrate this mighty night. Welcome.
Welcome.
I draw into this blade only the most correct and harmonious energies and forces of the god Beltane. And I stir these waters, the waters of life, of fertility. I libation to the gods, the goddess, and the ancient ones, and all our loved ones. Ishaba.
Ishaba. I anoint and strike this candle with the energies of the May King, the Green Man, the Lord of Oak and Prince of Light. Bring in the greening of the land, the renewal of life and light, this Beltane rite. I am the May King. I represent the fertility and the warmth of summer. I exhibit these qualities with the greening of the land and the vibrancy of colors. Take in the warmth of the summer, walk in the wooded path at night. In the morning, reach down and gather the May dew in your hands and wash your face as you rejuvenate in its youthfulness. Lay in the rays of the sun and hear the hum of insects and the call of birds. The smell of fragrant flowers cast their scent. Enjoy the coming of the season. Make it a wonderful time.
I anoint this candle with the energies of the May Queen, my embodiment. I strike this candle to bring forth the May Queen. Bring health, wealth, and prosperity for all. Hawthorn blossoms in radiant white, and clarity grows in the quickening light. Now is the time for action in life, to take a leap across the Beltane fire. I welcome you all on this summer's ritual as we celebrate the birth of our land. Forget the past cold winter months and the rainy current season, and move forward to embrace the bounty of the earth's offering. Stop and smell the flowers, take in the energy of the earth within you, and rejuvenate yourself to help rejuvenate our earth.
Lord and Lady, united once more, together may you bless us with health, fertility, rising strength to reach our most prosperous selves. Many blessings. As the fires burn bright this Beltane night, the earth is fertile on this rite. As Mother Earth soaks in the rain to start the journey that feeds the grains, we ask that we be granted with a blossoming mind, so that our hearts are purified with warmth and kind. May the energies of the goddess bring us love. We ask for the spell to come above. Blessed be as we dance the flames of fire. May our spells be granted, and so transpire. And we raise this cone of power higher and higher. Our magic spiral rising to our heart's desire. You may join us with clapping or hooing or whatever you wish to do. So mote it be.
So let it be.
We draw this energy into our hearts so that it may purify and be ready when we bless Mother Earth.
I thank the goddess Ani for joining us in our Beltane rite. We are forever in your service. I thank the god Belanos for joining us. I thank the May King Green Man for joining us in the start of our summer journey. And the May Queen, we thank you for joining us. We are forever in your service.
We are forever in your service.
To the north, element of earth, we thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you. To the west, element of water, we thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you. To the south, element of air, we thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you. To the east, element of fire, we thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you.
this circle is now open, but the magic done within remains unbroken. As we send it out into the cosmos to do our bidding. And to this we say,
merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again.
Thank you so much for joining us.
So by now we would all be hugging and kissing, and we're all going to do that from a correct, safe social distancing. So this is my air hug to all of you out there, and my kisses. We want to thank you very much for joining us. I know it was a little shorter than probably what some of you had planned, but we wanted to get to the heart of the ritual at this time. This is our first one. I want to thank Reverend Jackie for literally being in my home all day today, helping me get ready for this and to be able to do this for all of you. There was a little comment and notation on the page when we first started that if you enjoyed yourself and if you're in a position, if you could please make a donation to our temple. Any donation, any denomination will be appreciated in these times, we understand. The website is there, and you can always go to CKHT.org under the donation tab. If you are joining us for the first time because you are so remotely far away, and if you'd like to become a member of the temple, you do not have to physically be someone that lives in Salem or that frequents Massachusetts. We take all memberships of all kinds. We love you all. And you can also do that on our temple site at ckht.org/membership or go to the membership tab. Again, I want to thank you all for joining us tonight. I had a wonderful time. And please be sure to keep looking out on the temple Facebook page. That's where we post most of our information. We have more Crystal Wheel lives, Facebook lives coming up. There'll be possibly more rituals being posted, and we'll have information on where we're going to be for our next ritual, which would be Litha, whether we'll be back or whether we'll be doing Facebook Live from our homes. So I personally, again, want to thank you all. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Blessed Beltane to all.
Blessed
Reverend
Beltane.
Jackie, do you have anything else?
No, thank you all for your support. I thank you for being here with us in spirit. We often say that to our Cabot witches afar, and we really do feel that the room got very crowded, I would say. I don't know about you, Brina.
Oh, yes. It's very warm and Beltane in here, I can promise you. And I was having a hard time turning.
My cauldron fire is out, by the way. That was very typical, I guess, of Beltane. I think it was jealous of Brina's little fire over there. It decided to.
It is my holiday. I am the ritual May Queen. I had to put a little pizzazz going on over here.
Yeah, well, my cauldron decided to do the same. But it is much better now. For anyone that might have been concerned, that was never worried. But I think that speaks for our spell, that spell of kindness, and to have a clearer heart, in these times. I think that's what we all need right now, is to remember the power of Beltane, the power of spring, and that we can still manifest our will into the world, regardless of what may stop us. Things have stopped our ancestors for eons, and still us witches forged on, and you will too. On that note, that's all I have. So thank you. Blessed be.
Just a reminder to everyone that we will look at the comments after this, and if anything is warranted a response, we will respond to you. Again, blessed Beltane, and thank you for joining us. Have a great evening.